Hello everybody, it's Adam again, and let me fix my hat. Hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're having a great day. I decided to do this YouTube video on CDs that I have, because, well, I collect CDs, and this couch is really making me sink, but, I collect CDs. So, I have a bunch. I have about maybe 30 to 40, and the collection's growing and growing and growing. So I thought I'd bring in about 10 CDs that are probably some of my favorites, and I mean a lot of them are about the same genre, so yeah. But yeah, so let's get started. This CD right here, I don't have a case. It's actually Undro's Define the Great Line CD, which came out I think 2006, and it was the first CD I ever bought, which was probably my favorite CD. It doesn't even work anymore because it has so many scratches on the back from being overplayed. But yeah, it was my first CD. It's one of the first bands I listened to when I got into like really heavy music. Ignore the sound in the background, because I'm pretty sure you might be able to hear that. But anyways, next is probably one of my favorite albums I own for today. It's the newest album. It's really shiny, but the album's called Immortal, and probably one of the most well-known songs off of it is Fearless. But I love For Today. I have their Breaker album also, and what I love about them is that they have a mix of spoken word and straight up heavy hardcore Christian music. Lyrics are amazing, and just the way they sound is just so amazing. But let's go back about 2013, about 20 or so years, and back into the metal era when big metal bands came out, and let's go with Dio. These are some of the best hits he had, like Rainbow in the Dark, Holy Driver, Night People, Evil Eyes, stuff like that. But that was probably one of my favorite metal vocalists alive, and he's one of the people that actually got me into singing, and probably somebody I would love to actually have met, but since he died, I can't, which is really, really sad. Next we got Killswitch Engage, and this album I think this album is called As Daylight Dies, which was one of the first albums I think that Howard was on, because Jesse left the band and then Howard came, and Howard, I love his vocals. I mean, he's not like Jesse. His vocals are completely different, because Howard, personally for me, I think he sings a bit better, and his screams are way different than Jesse, because Jesse's more just straight up punk hardcore type vocalist. Both great vocalists though. I'm not bashing either of them. Get that straight. Next we're gonna go with a classic 70s, 80s Ozzy Osbourne. This is their greatest hits. This is a tribute to Randy Rhoads, which was probably one of my favorite guitarists of all time. And I mean, this has some of the best songs like Mr. Crowley, Crazy Train, even has a couple songs from Black Sabbath like Iron Man, Children of the Grave, Paranoid. Those are probably some of the best songs, and this is probably one of my favorite CDs. I mean, I've played this thing a lot since I bought it. And then this CD has a lot of meaning to me. This CD is Demon Hunters, the Tri-Pitch. It's probably one of their heaviest CDs, and it's one of the better CDs personally to me. I mean, their new stuff is okay, but they changed their sound too much for me to actually get into. I still support them, just they changed their sound way too much. But let's see how we're doing here on top. Okay, we're good. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, this CD had a lot of meaning to me because my best friend, before he moved, whenever we would sit in his van, we would just listen to Demon Hunter a lot. And also, this is one of the first bands he really got me into also, to get me into heavy music. Besides, also my neighbor one time gave me a CD of Black Sabbath, which also helped. But it was their Paranoid album, so it was a little bit more doomy than really a lot of the other stuff, which I liked. But yeah, this album has a lot of meaning to me. And personally, Demon Hunter is amazing. I've seen them live, and they are just amazing. They sound exactly like the CD. If you have a chance to see them live, which is very rare because they don't tour very much, do it. Go, just for the heck of it. And let's go with another classic band, Motley Crue. These guys, they were really, they were really popular in the hair metal, hard rock scene. I mean, they played on the Strip, I don't know how many times. I really didn't like classic rock and hard rock very much until I think besides Black Sabbath, like Twisted Sister got me into it. But this band was really, really good. I love their songs. I mean, they have a mix of like really fast, fun songs. Then they get into more the Animal and Me, Saints of Los Angeles, If I Die Tomorrow, which is more like heavy, fast, metalish sound to it. But yeah, this is a great CD, and this is their greatest hits album, which has some of the best songs. Like, they also did a cover of Smoking in the Boys' Room, which I think was by, I want to say Foghat. I'm not sure though. Don't hold me to that. Then a local Florida band, Jacksonville band actually, that made it big was Shine Down from Atlantic Records. As you can see, it says Atlantic up there. This is their Sound of Madness album. I had all their albums until my computer crashed. And I didn't back up their files. Back up your files, because if your computer crashes, you're screwed. This one has probably one of the biggest songs, Sound of Madness, and also Call Me and What a Shame. This is a great album. I mean, I liked it enough to buy it, but it probably wasn't one of my favorites. Us and Them was probably my favorite Shinedown album. And last but not least, we're gonna do this band was actually a foreign band. They're called Within Temptation. And this CD is The Unforgiven, their newest album that came out in 2012. They're with Roadrunner Records. And I listened to them when they had their Mother Earth album. They were more symphonic, I guess, back then. But they were really, really good, and I enjoyed them. So when I heard they came out with a new album, and I listened to a couple songs from it, it had a different sound, but it's still them. And their female vocalist is really, really amazing. If you like female vocals, listen to Within Temptation. She can get very high opera-sounding notes. Also, she can hit normal, like, rocky type sound to it. Their Unforgiven album was probably more rocky than their original because Mother Earth was more Celtic. But it was still good. And a couple other albums I'd recommend would probably be anything by Epica or Camelot, or really any Metallica or any of the old hits. Because the old hits were probably some of the best music you can listen to. Not that I'm saying today's music has really gone bad, but you just can't find the same quality as you could back then. But anyways, guys, I just want to do this video and just show you some of the music that I like and that I collect. I hope you have a rockin' day, and I'll see you next time.